today, it's probably quite low. Starts to sprinkle, that price goes up. How about popcorn at the movie theater? Talking about capturing value, that's almost a $8 bag of popcorn here in Chile, 5,000 pesos. But if I go to the supermarket with the most expensive one and I buy just the corn seeds, a 1 kilo bag of corn is about 1,000 pesos. Does it has any relationship? Any of you actually complaining about what's your profit? No, that's capturing value. Same thing at the airport. When you are actually in a plane, they can sell you the drink. Prices are probably a little bit cheaper than at a bar, but the size of the cup is not the same. It's smaller. You get to choose if you don't want to buy that drink, and it's okay. If you're going from here to New York, it's okay if you don't want to buy the drink. Just wait for the 10 hours to land or the 9 hours to land, and then just buy whatever you want or drink it before. But you want to watch a movie and have popcorn, you pay. Well, that's a scheme on capture value. In fact, I don't know if you guys know, but the movie business is not about the movie. It's about the concessions. Their business is about selling you popcorn and soda, not about the movie. The movie barely costs the royalties and some of the operations costs of the movie theater. They make their money on popcorn. So, a good price captures that value. Another consideration, different clients base or value differently the same product, and some clients are inclined to pay more than others for the same thing. Sans some modification. Some people are very happy going to these ferias in the middle of the street and actually buying their tomatoes from there. Other people actually say, no, I want to go to Jumbo or Santa Isabel and get the pretty tomatoes, okay, and so on. And there are other people say, I don't care about these two. I don't want to deal with rotten fruit or vegetables. I just buy the damn thing canned and already seasoned, and if I want to have it, I just pop it open and put it on my salad. But it's the same product, right? It's the tomato. So different people value differently the same product. Some are willing to pay more than others for the same thing. This one is big, and this is the biggest roadblock that most companies find. It's your dormant customer. It's the customer that says, you have a cool tool and I like it, but I will not buy it because your pricing scheme doesn't work for me. Now, I always say this example with, traveling abroad, but how about iPhone? The brand new iPhone comes, this here in Chile, is about 800,000 pesos. How many people are willing to buy that iPhone at 800,000? Lots of people buy it. But a lot of other people don't buy it because they don't have 800,000 pesos. They don't have the credit card to hold it. So what happens to that market? It's lost. Well, Apple's strategy is don't buy the 7, buy the 6, buy the 5, the iPhone 5, or whatever. But they lose money. Okay? So the problem here, and the problem you have, is those customers that like your product, that like your service, but don't buy. They refrain from buying because your pricing scheme does not work for them. And that's literally what is happening to the retail industry. That is what's happening with e-commerce right now. E-commerce is changing the face of consumer behavior. Okay? And people are saying, e-commerce obviously has its advantages. I can buy cheaper. Okay, I do without some service items, but I can get it. That's consumer behavior. It's understanding, obviously, and servicing those clients. The fifth one is that some of your clients will love your product, will like it, but they only have a need for a specific feature of your product, not the whole thing. The example I give here is that every single one of my customers usually focuses on selling the damn Ferraris or the top-of-the-line Mercedes. What happens if you are competing with somebody else that offers a Kia? Most of my clients will say, well, this is a Mercedes, it's a Ferrari. I don't care. I don't need the whole thing. Some people are willing to pay for first class, and they love all the amenities. But some other people say, I don't need all the features of first class, So the airlines create a business. It's cheaper, has some of the features but not all. And some other people, like myself, I don't care about these. I say, you know what, I'm going to New York and I'm actually just gonna put on my headphones, I'm gonna drink a shot of whiskey, actually a shot of whiskey and 2 pills, and I'm gonna slip my way through. Because all I wanna use the plane is just like a bus. So, I fly coach. Again, it's the same plane, it's going the same way, but here you have different customers with different needs. And what the airlines do is that they segment their customers on their markets and they offer a solution for each particular need. And that's very important. And this one is just a proof of something that's going on today. Some clients are willing to pay more than others for exactly the same. If I do an auction here for my laptop or for my cell phone, and I start my bidding at $10, chances are everybody's going to raise their hand. And as I start increasing the price, people are actually going to get off the auction, right? Somebody will buy my product. And that's just a test of how different people value differently the same thing. If I would have said that my cell phone, which I'm going to auction, is $10, everybody buys. I left money on the table. If I increase the price to $300, probably the majority of you will not buy it, but maybe someone will. And if somebody did, I captured a value. And it's to understand that different customers value differently the same product. And here comes the nightmare. When you use that strategy, when you create a Groupon or a discount on your one single price for everybody to take. What's the problem with Groupon? What's the problem with giving discounts? It's that you sacrifice profits from customers who would have been willing to pay more for the same product, who were not looking for the discount to buy. The guys that love your product, guess what? These are the guys that will be the first to jump into taking that offer. And that creates cannibalization. And that's the problem. That's a major problem. Because most companies they have a retail price and a band of discounts. Or promotions. 3 for 2, fly now. Get it done. We need more clients. This is what my client is, the software, the legal software company is doing. We're going to take down the price of our Ferrari, which is literally a Ferrari, and we're going to put it at a Kia price. And you know what? We're going to get those 200 customers. 2 things. Number 1, chances are that the customers that are going to take that offer are the people that are already willing to pay retail or close to retail. But you're going to shoot yourself in the foot when you extend that offer, because the first one that will jump in are the first ones that love your product. And the problem with that is that, and this is the second tip for you guys to write it down, a customer that buys your product or service at a discount will never, ever pay retail for it again. And that's a big freaking mistake. You know what? The price of my software is $100, but I'll give it to you for $70. All right? Just for a year. And at the end of the year, if you like the software, I'm going to uptick the price. Great. Let's do it. Next year. Hey, you know what? The year is up. I'm going to increase your price. If you don't keep my price at 70%, actually I'm looking for you to lower your price at 65%, I will not do business with you. Even worse, you go to another customer and you say, the price of my software is 100. Hey, but you know what? I know you gave JR the price at 70. Why are you screwing me up at 100? I will not buy from you unless you give me 70. That's a real issue, and it happens with everybody. You had a question?
Yes. My question is, for example, if you're selling software, and sometimes you go to a client and the client says, okay, this looks very interesting, but I would like to have a...
Hey, hello. So my question is, for example, if you are selling software and you go to a client and you have a pricing model very well defined, let's say, and then the client says, okay, it's very interesting, but I would like to test it and have like a free trial of this. How should we deal with it?
That's an excellent question. It's a really good question because usually the question is, how do I know if I like your software or I want to use it if I don't try it? And usually most of the software companies will tell you, okay, well, I give you free 20 days, or you know what, I have a free option with all these features that are off and so on, and you can test it, or I can give you 30 days, put your credit card here please, and after 30 days if you didn't cancel, my bill is it's going to start rolling. That's a value issue when you have that. Because your customers need to try it out and figure out if they want it or not. Now, let me give you another example. Let's say that you go to that dealer, to that Ferrari dealership, and you say, hey, I want to test it. What would they tell you? Maybe they will let you test it, right? For a few minutes. And then that's it. I just show you something so that you can test it out. But I'm not saying, hey, take the Ferrari, take it for a month, and at the end of the month, if you actually like it, you come and buy it. So why your software should be different? So the question with software is that usually you guys, all of you, when I look at your website and I'm looking at what you offer, I do not understand what the heck are you selling. I don't know. Because you guys failed to explain to me, an ignorant, or potential customers you want to call it, about your software. So you give me nothing. So you just give me a shitty presentation of descriptions of your business, and then you tell me, test me out. If you test me out, you will understand what I'm all about. And I'm going to tell you, no,